What's up, guys? It's 90s here, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the amazing win the Eagles had over the Vikings for Monday Night Football, our home opener, prime time, under the lights. We won 24-7. We're going to be talking about it this video. We're going to be saying stats from both teams. Also going to be talking about what went right, which a lot went right for us. Areas of concern, which is honestly really minimal. Just a few, things to say here and there. I don't even know if I can come up with many. This game was like perfect, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I mean, obviously something can't be completely perfect, but this game was absolutely right where it wanted to be, right where we wanted to be, and we were in domination the entire game. So I don't know if I can even find stuff to be concerned about. Maybe just like one little tidbit. That's how good this game was. And of course, we're going to be talking a little bit about the next game against the Washington Commanders. It's going to be week 3. All of that right here. But before we get into it, please subscribe, turn on both notifications so you don't miss out on any other videos. Finally, we have hit 250 subs. Now it's the road to 260. We're at 251. That's 9 away from 260. As well as 49 away from 300. We've hit 11,000 views. Next stop is 12,000. Big milestones coming up. Also almost at 600 followers on Twitter. So if you can go ahead and please follow my socials. All links below in the description, as well as my Discord server. All that right here. Without further ado, play that intro video. Let's get it.
And he's trying to extend! Touchdown! Philadelphia Eagles on Jalen Hurts!
We like to get right into it, so let's get into our first segment. Alright, so the first segment is the stats. I'm going to do the Eagles ones first, and of course I say the full stats basically, and then on the slide that you see right now I'll only do the top leaders for passing, rushing, receiving, picks, tackling, sacks, stuff like that, and of course special teams as well. So, and also, if I do seem low energy, dude, I am absolutely ecstatic about this win. It's just, I am super tired right now, recording this just after the win, and even though I live in Mountain Standard Time, still pretty late. So, sorry if I do not, sound as enthusiastic as I should be, but I'm so happy about this game. A lot of stuff went right. Let's go on with the big elephant in the room. Jalen Hurts, 26 completions, 31 attempts, so that basically means 26 completions. You only have 5 incompletions, 1 including the pick, 333 yards, and I actually think this is passing yards alone. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and that interception was Kenneth Gainwell's fault. He should have caught that. It was high, but that was right in his hands. That did ruin his stats. It's okay, Kenny. Don't drop another one like that, next game. Don't drop any at all, basically. But, Kenny is fine. It's just, move on from that and we keep going forward. And if you take away that pick, Jalen Hurts was excellent tonight. He was on fire. He heard the people disrespecting him, and he's like, yeah, screw that. I'm going to go off tonight. All right? By the way, 11 carries, 57 yards, 2 touchdowns. Including 1 touchdown where it looked like it was going to be a first down, but not even a touchdown, and he still fought his way forward for a touchdown. No, excuse me. And he scored 3 total touchdowns tonight. I think he was the only person who scored for our offense, actually, and Jake Elliott with the field goal, which it gets the job done. So, we're good. Jalen Hurts, dude, that was excellent. He was accurate on every throw, on the run, standing still, on the read option and the run pass option. We faked out the Vikings a lot. At the start, we got so many ineligible receiver calls, but did not matter. We slashed through this Vikings defense. They had no answer for us. And you could say, well, they had a pick, but dude, that was legitimately Kenneth Gainwell's fault. He really should have caught that. I'm not trying to be salty, but I mean that it is what it is. So, hold on. Who got that pick for the Vikings again? Yeah, Jordan Hicks. All right, let's just keep going through it. I know I have still. Let me just say this one thing about Jalen, and then we'll move on to the other stats. Y'all, I know some of y'all. I mean, I don't know if you're watching this or not, but I know people doubted Jalen Hurts. Says he's just a running back. Says he has a noodle arm, even though he threw an absolute dime to Quez Watkins for a big deep pass for a touchdown. I told you Quez Watkins is going to be that receiver. I wanted him to be used like that Deshaun Jackson, and he pulled off a decent. I mean, I don't think it was like man-to-man coverage, but he absolutely burned through that defense. And I think it was Bynum for the Vikings that he went past. Yeah, absolutely. He was so quick. He literally just zoomed past him. I saw that live, and you saw him. He was right next to the Vikings defender, who I think was Bynum, and then boom, literally just turned on the Jets. He was wide open. And I told you I wanted Quez to be that receiver, and that's what I got tonight. Even if that was only play I really saw him like that. But it doesn't matter. I mean, hey, can't have him every play. And Quez did that for a touchdown. Oh my God, it's an amazing pass. And I'm a dummy. Yeah, Quez also scored. If Hurts threw a pass touchdown, then obviously someone else would have scored. But let's just say all of the points besides the field goal that we had were directly resulted with Hurts, or at least indirectly. So we can just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. All right, let's keep moving on. We're already 7 minutes in. 17 carries, 80 yards, no touchdowns for Miles. Still, 17 carries, 80 yards. Obviously not the best of nights, but he was still productive. Still quick. Trying to find that hole and getting those first downs. I still like what I saw from Miles tonight rather. 4 carries, 19 yards for Boston Scott. Dude, Boston Scott looked quick tonight. Kenneth Gainwell, 2 carries, 7 yards. Obviously not like. I mean, yeah, 2 carries, 7 yards. It's only 2 carries. I mean, I'm not entirely worried about that whatsoever. Every player on this offense played a part. Leading receiver, 5. Well, yeah, I'd say so. 5 receptions, 82 yards. Those amount of receptions. Goddard was really productive today. Finally, no catches first game. And Devontae Smith, 7 receptions, 80 yards. By the way, in the areas of concern and what we did right, I'm going to sprinkle in, if we did the keys to the game, I said, because I did the preview with Rap on the Purple Pocket podcast, and I had some keys to the game that I wanted to share out. And there we go. I'm going to say right now, we did those keys to the game really well, dude. We hit on all of them. This is just an excellent game. Much improved from the Week 1 Lions game, even though we also won that game. This was a dominant game from start to finish. All right, Quez Watkins, 2 receptions, 69 yards, 1 touchdown. Look at that. Zach Pascal, 2 receptions, 14 yards, still did his job. Kenneth Gainwell, 1 reception, 11 yards. Miles Sanders, 3, 6. Boston Scott, 1, 2. There they go. TJ Edwards, leading tackle. He also had pass deflection too. Great stuff from TJ Edwards. Avonte Maddox with a pick. Darius Slay with 2. He should have had 3 picks tonight. He kept dropping a lot of would-be interceptions, but he still got 2 interceptions. He should have like 4 picks total on the year right now. But still, Slay absolutely locked. I'm going to say that more on the what we did right. But Slay absolutely locked down Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson had nothing when Slay was in coverage. Dude, Slay had an excellent game tonight as well. All right, let me see here. What else to note? Oh yeah, let's talk about the sacks. Josh Sweat with 1, Fletcher Cox with 1 sack as well. I could have sworn someone, eyes are not deceiving me. I could have sworn we had a 3rd sack in there too, but no, it looks like Sweat and Cox got the sacks for this game. We only got 2 total, but that's completely fine. Sweat got that sack on, I believe, 3rd and goal, and that basically ended the game there. When Sweat sacked Kirk Cousins, they didn't even make another play on 4th and goal. They just let the clock run out, and that was pretty much the last game of the play. No, last play of the game. Man, I cannot English tonight. All right, so there we go. Kicking, Elliott, 1 for 2 on field goals. One of the field goals was blocked, by the way. So if you want to know, he did not miss anything. Even if you count a block miss, he really didn't miss anything. It's just a blocked field goal that matters. All right, and of course 6 points total for him. Let's go to the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, 27 of 46, 221 yards, 1 touchdown, and a whopping 3 interceptions. Kirk did awful tonight. Dude, Kirk did not look like that Kirk in the Green Bay game, that is for sure. Didn't look absolutely nothing like it. And his primetime record gets even worse. All right, Kirk Cousins, 2 of 20 for rushing. Dalvin Cook, 6 carries and 17 yards. They didn't go like the Packers game. This was more of a passing game for them. And even then, they did the passing game terrible. Dalvin Cook, if they did the passing game terrible and they barely went to Dalvin Cook, who I was worried about, now I feel like a fool. Really? I predicted the Vikings would win 27-17, and that was nowhere near the score. I'm so glad I'm a fool and that I'm wrong and that the Eagles won. But wow, I really was nervous about Dalvin Cook. I mean, Rapp said this perfectly. Like, if the passing game wasn't working, it's just stalling out, then you go to Dalvin Cook. Well, passing game most definitely didn't just stall out. It was terrible. And look, Dalvin Cook did absolutely nothing tonight, even on 6 carries. It's just tough, right? Well, not for us. I mean, we won this game, so we're fine with that. 1 carry, 17 yards for Jalen Reagor. He was like non-existent, though, let's be honest. Alexander Madison, 2 carries, 8 yards. Adam Thielen was the leader for receiving yards, 4 receptions, 52 yards. No touchdowns. He was more of the second half later into the game, honestly. And we almost, I remember Adam Thielen got a very risky catch, and we almost picked that off. And then he had another risky catch where it looked like it got picked off, but he just got the pass in there. Justin Jefferson, 6 receptions, 48 yards, no touchdowns. He got absolutely locked down tonight. Like, that was not a good performance whatsoever. Right, Irv Smith Jr., 5 receptions, 36 yards, 1 touchdown. However, he had that terrible drop. Kirk Cousins was hit. He still delivered a perfect pass. It was in Irv Smith's hands, and he completely dropped it. Jay Munt, 2 receptions, 28 yards. KJ Osborne. Yeah, KJ Osborne. I said Osborne. That's not right. KJ Osborne, 2 receptions, 25 yards. Dalvin Cook, 4 receptions, 19 yards. Reagor, 1 reception, 7 yards. It's pretty much garbage time, though. Alexander Madison, 3 receptions, 6 yards. Harrison Smith with 13 tackles today. Danielle Hunter got that sack. I remember that. And DJ Wanham got a sack. And let's see here. Dalvin Tomlinson got a half a sack. And I think Harrison Phillips shared it with him. All right, all in all, I think that's a total of 3 sacks for the Vikings defense. Of course, Jordan Hicks with the interception as well. Dantzler, Dantzler has some good plays here and there, but other than that, our receivers were doing really well this game. And yeah, that's just Patrick Peterson, 3 tackles. Other than that, didn't really see much of Patrick Peterson as well. So yeah, that was Vikings defense got absolutely slashed. Our running game, even though it was definitely more of a passing game from Hurts, and he used his own legs to get 2 touchdowns as well. Running game still was productive. We didn't score, but can't really ask for like too much anyways. So that, and see, Greg Joseph only got a PAT. He did not kick a field goal. And the only touchdown was Irv Smith. Kirk to Irv Smith. Only touchdown of the game. That was 14-7 when they scored it. No, like 14-0, and then they scored. Then it was 24-7. We did not score at all. No one scored in the second half. Those quiet second. Actually, no, it wasn't quiet at all. We got I think. Let me think. I think that's where most of our picks came from, the second half. So, we absolutely. I mean, we stalled out in offense too. But I mean, does that, honestly, at the end of the day, does that really matter? We were still up, of course, getting some insurance, stuff like that, but we had the momentum, and even if you didn't score second half, we still won easily, so we're fine. We're absolutely fine, all right? So what we did right, oh my God, we did so much right. Now we're on to the next segment. By the way, let me just mark this down. Hold sec. Okay, by the way, only 16 minutes of the video. Let's keep going. Alright, so what we did right. Oh boy, that's a lot of things we did right. First of all, let's just congratulate Jalen Hurts. I mean, I obviously knew, like, you know, everybody was, I wouldn't say everybody, but people are doubting him. Was like, let them doubt you. Let them say you have a weak arm. Let them say you're just a running back who can't throw. Well, he proved all of those people wrong. Dude, Jalen Hurts, that's my first what we did right. That's, yeah, just one player, right? Dude, that passing game was phenomenal under him. He went absolutely off this game. Of course, that pick still irks me. He moved the pick. He was perfect tonight. 26 completions, over 5 incompletions, 333 yards passing alone, and a big, beautiful, deep pass to Quez Watkins. And 2 rushing touchdowns where he fought for those rushing touchdowns. And I think this was 400 yards total for Hurts, 2, and 3 touchdowns scored. Dude, Hurts commanded the offense excellently, dude. Our offense in general, let me just put this into one big thing. I remember in my key of the game, I said spreading the ball, dude. I know, that's not saying don't throw to A.J. Brown anymore. Just utilize the other receivers you have. And they did excellent with that tonight. Devontae Smith was amazing tonight, even if he didn't score. 7 receptions on 80 yards. Dude, a few more receptions, that's breaking the 100-yard mark on the receiving. I don't even care. He was open. He was running good routes. You know, Hurts hit him perfectly. You know, Goddard as well. You're getting the yards after catch, rumbling and tumbling for those extra yardage. But yeah, Goddard. A.J. Brown, 5 receptions and 69 yards, only 1 away from 70. And he only got 5 catches this game, and he still had a great night. Dude, that's A.J. Brown, man. And Quez Watkins, like I said, same amount of yards as A.J. Brown, but I mean, that's mostly due to the fact of that deep pass, too. So, gotta take it with a grain of salt. Zach Pascal, 2 receptions, 14 yards. You know, still made some really good catches. I believe one of them for the first down at least. But, you know, I'm not too worried about that. Pascal's still a really important part of this offense. And, of course, the backs did their thing, getting us first down. And they were still productive, in my opinion. Basically, this offense was really, really excellent tonight. And we did everything right. Obviously, the penalties were getting a little annoying, even though I think that first offensive pass interference was a little dumb, but by the refs. But even so, you know, those penalties. I think Mailata had 2 penalties to his name. I know that it's not gonna bother him. I mean, he's gonna be back to work, and he's gonna strive to be better next practice. And don't worry about it, Mailata. It happens, and I mean, hey, Mailata doesn't do that much often. He's an excellent left tackle, and he learned football. You know, he's playing rugby, and then he learned football quick, and now look at the position he is for us. So, hey, penalties, I might say, you know, penalties and the concerns thing, but that's probably the only thing, or like one of the only things that I'll talk about in the concerns, because this game is excellent. Gannon, I gotta give it up to you. There were still some face bombs, but this Vikings offense was shut down. Obviously, when it was 14-0, we did let them score, but other than that, we didn't let them score the entire game. Justin Jefferson was on lockdown. That was all. I mean, you know what I mean. That was Slay. That put him on lockdown. But Gannon, I mean, hey, I think you're getting more pressure, you know, to the quarterback, and it did. I did see you blitz that one play. I believe was in the first half. You know, that was really good. You know, tackling. I mean, Dalvin Cook didn't really do good this game. I mean, he wasn't really given many carries as well, but still, I was nervous about the 2-headed beast the Vikings had. Well, this Vikings offense tonight was not a 2-headed beast, but a 2-headed disappointment. Wow, I am so sorry for any Vikings fans listening to this. That was extremely harsh, but dude, Gannon, I give it up to you. There are still some annoyances, like, you dropped Hassan Reddick into coverage? Like, why? Even though I'm still disappointed in Hassan Reddick himself for his play, I've really been disappointed in how, you know, he's been doing these first 2 weeks. I'm still going to give him time, obviously, but really dropping him into coverage, that is suspect. I don't even know. But, Gannon, I think you redeem yourself. Not fully redeem yourself. Obviously, we're going to still see how the season goes because we're only 2 games into it. But for now, I think your spot is safe for now, though. For now, okay. Just have to keep it going. All right. So defense, defense has improved. Obviously, I did see some missed assignments, missed tackles as well. There were some drives where there was like about 2 drives where, this is what happened with Vikings drives. It either, was a 3 and out or the pass deflection, or they just got a flat out 3 and out, or the Vikings, started driving. And there was times where again, did not have an answer for the Vikings offense, but even so, they were trailing in kind of both of those drives. So I do remember there's like 1 or 2 drives where Vikings were just driving like it's nothing. But I mean, again, they were losing at that time too, which I mean is still no excuse. I mean, obviously the picture perfect scenario is to 3 and out, get a turnover every single drive. But hey, 3 turnovers this game, all of them interceptions. Again, the passing defense did really well. Run defense struggled a little bit at times, but most of the time, most of the time, Dalvin Cook was going nowhere, and he was literally not a factor for this game. All right, so I'm gonna say the defense today, even with those little mistakes, huge success today. Literally, both sides of the ball was great. I think special teams wasn't too good today. Honestly, I would say special teams wasn't too good today, but what can you do? At least both sides of the ball were nice. And the blocked field goal, I don't really know if that's on Jake Elliott, but it is what it is. We still got the win. I know I still complain about this stuff, even though we won. I did that a lot in week 1 game. But no, I am extremely happy with how we play. This is definitely an improvement on the Lions, where we look sloppy in some parts. Like, of course, the run defense I was critical about, but defense has improved this game. Offense wasn't terrible at all last game against Detroit. There were just like a few hiccups, like not spreading the ball around, creativity from the offense, and they were all fixed this game. This offense was perfect today. Stike and Sirianni, y'all coached a great game. And Gannon as well. I'm gonna give my kudos to Gannon. That was not a bad game from Gannon as well. All right, this was a long segment, but hold on. Yeah, I know. Just trying to mark down the segment so when I'm editing it, I can see what time it is so I can save myself time. Let's move on to the areas concerned. I did that long segment, and now I have to do this segment. It's like, I don't even know what I can put, honestly. Again, this is such a great game. Let me think of an offensive concern. Actually, let me think about it. So, running game was solid. Hurts was excellent. We could say this concern. I just say the penalties again. Some of those were like really not our fault. We're kind of dumb, but still those penalties here and there that it pushed us back. Even if it wasn't our fault at all, I mean that's a dumb argument. If it wasn't our fault, then we shouldn't really got it. What I'm saying is those penalties that we did deserve. Yeah, that was on offense and defense. Yeah, those are dumb. I mean, obviously teams didn't have penalties, but those pushed us back on some drives, and it is what it is, I guess. And then the fact that penalties is my only concern for the offense means this offense balled out tonight, right? And I'm trying to make. I'm not even trying to make the segment quick. I just can't find many concerns this game. Like I said, this is a really good game for us, right? Defensive concerns. I guess Gannon was not perfect. Again, dropping Hassan to get the coverage. We still played off of the receiver at times, but I mean, hey, honestly, it worked. I mean, Avonte Maddox. When we did get 3 picks, I'm not saying we got 3 picks off of playing off the receiver alone. That's not what I was saying. Just still not digging playing off the receiver. I really want to see more pressing in, but at the end of the day, our passing defense got 3 picks, so was that really? I still gonna mark it as a concern. All those like small mistakes from Gannon. So small mistakes from Gannon, and then for the offense, we said penalties. And that also goes for the defense too. Extremely short segment, and you can say special teams too, but still, extremely short segment. And now we're on to next game against the Commanders. Alright, So let's go into this segment. This will be the last segment. I think it'll still hit 30 minutes, but it is what it is. Commanders, Washington Commanders, not the Redskins, not the football team, the Washington Commanders lost their game against the Lions, and I was just saying, oh, well, it's just the Lions, right? Well, yeah, I mean, you guys lost to them, so I don't even know what to say about that. Okay, by the way, kudos to the Lions. You know, Lions fans have been through a lot. Y'all are 1-1 this season now, and you guys had a close game with us. This Lions team has definitely improved. You know, it has a lot of heart under Dan Campbell as well. Dude, kudos to your Lions. Y'all Lions look pretty good. I mean, obviously, I'm obviously not gonna say Super Bowl for the Lions. Like, come on, dude. That doesn't make any sense. But I don't even know if I want to say playoffs this early either. Definitely not the Super Bowl. But you guys have improved, and you guys look good. And I'm proud of y'all for that. I'm proud of y'all. All right, good win against the Commanders. I mean, hey, look, Carson Wentz 30 completions, 46, 337 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 hit. Is that a horrible game? No, it's not. Excuse me. I'm admitting that. But, you know, in the second half, dang, man, that was yours to win. I mean, hey, Lions are dominant that first half as well. 22-0 at the half. Y'all are making a pretty good comeback. Almost a comeback. 15 points at third quarter, 12 in the fourth. A lot of scoring. Now, 27 unanswered, scoring for the Commanders in the second half. But the Lions also had touchdowns of their own in the second half. 2 touchdowns, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and that basically sealed them the win. If they didn't score those, then yeah, the Commanders would have came with a comeback victory. But yeah, offensive side, not getting things going, not executing first half, and making a late comeback that fell short. Second half defense. Look, the Lions are not a terrible team whatsoever on offense. You got DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams, 2 solid backs for them, who also alive our run defense. And the Commanders are struggling with the run too. But at least for the first 3 quarters of the game, we were doing well with the pass defense as well. But the Commanders didn't have an answer for DJ Chark, or I said DJ Chark before this guy. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 2 receptions for 68. Like, wow, dude, only 2 receptions, but that amount of yardage? Dude, you guys do not have an answer. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm so freaking dumb. That's for rushing. That's still terrifying. 2 carries, 68 yards, and that was rushing stats for a wide receiver in Amon-Ra St. Brown. And you guys let up 9 receptions, 116 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Josh Reynolds, touchdown. DeAndre Swift, the receiving touchdown. Dude, they carved up your passive defense, and they did very well on the run. Or at least productive on the run. Dude, that defense for the Commanders looked lost. Like, that is something we can, the Vikings defense is obviously not terrible by any means, but we still carved up their defense tonight. And I'm honestly I'm not been a hater of the Commanders defense or football team's defense at all. I honestly think it's not an awful defense or a bad defense, but and then I'm not saying the Lions are a bad team. Also, it's just 36 points to the Detroit Lions, and they had your number this game, and your defense again looked lost. I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, DJ Chark, and the running game is still productive. See my point? Jared Goff had 4 touchdowns, no picks. Jared Goff looked excellent this game, and I'm not even a Goff supporter either. I've not really been a fan of Goff here, and look what he did to this team. And if Jalen Hurts had an excellent night tonight, then oh boy, you bet we have the ability to have a big game in Washington. It's on. All right, so my very early keys to the game, because this has hit 30 minutes, is for the offense, stick to what you have been doing well. Basically, use this Vikings game as a blueprint. I know that sounds really dumb, but look, Hurts spread the ball around. He was really accurate with the ball. Keep using that run-pass option and read option. Keep using Hurts' mobility to your advantage. keep running the football. Don't stop doing that. It may seem tempting with how Hurts is doing passing wise and how he uses his own legs to extend the play, but keep rushing that football. Keep this offense productive. You know, just keep it going. Basically, I know that sounds like really simple, like duh, right? Like you could have expanded more on that, but still, we're playing some good football on offense right now. And I mean, obviously, you're gonna want to adjust to certain defenses and such, but what we're doing right now is working. We keep running that football, keep using Hurts' legs to an advantage, and you know, using all of our receivers, including our amazing wide receiver one and AJ Brown. We're gonna have a field day in Washington on next game, or at least I hope so. I mean, I'm really confident, but you never know in the NFL. All right, for a defensive early key to the game, let me think about this. I mean, every defensive key to the game for me has been, you know, pressure when, not pressure when, it's like pressure every quarterback we're going up against. But I'm just gonna say here, we gotta keep doing that. I mean, Wentz, he was our quarterback, you know, for I don't want to say a while, but a majority of his career is an Eagle. 1 year in Indianapolis, now here in Washington as our division rival. And you know how he gets with pressure. You know, he gets flustered. He makes stupid mistakes. All right, and if Slay did this to Justin Jefferson, Terry McLaurin, I love Terry McLaurin, but Slay has an ability to have a great game against Terry McLaurin. All right, don't underestimate the Washington running backs as well. Right, it's this for the Commanders game. It's basically, you know, keep doing what you do best, and that showed here in the Vikings game. And again, I know that sounds really dumb, but I'm just saying, we have the ability to have a big win over Washington to go 3-0 on the season. Depending on if the Giants, let's see the Giants next game actually. See the Giants next game. They have the Cowboys Monday night, a Dak Prescott-less Cowboys, but the Cowboys did beat the Bengals with Cooper Rush as their QB, which makes no sense to me. So we'll see though, honestly, with how the Giants been doing, I think they can squeak out. You know, yeah, I honestly can see them squeaking out a little win there. Honestly, I didn't expect the Giants to have a possibility of going 3-0, but dude, I mean, even as a divisional rival, good for them. They're proving people wrong. And I was gonna say you love to see it, but I really don't like to see it because they're still a rival, and I don't like that. But it's cool seeing that, you know, especially the fans. I know some great Giants fans, you know, who I'm happy for them because even if they're division rivals, I mean, 2-0 for the Giants. I mean, they've been through a lot of stuff, so kudos to them, you know. But we'll see about that. See how that Monday night goes. Obviously, we need the Giants to lose. They'll make the Cowboys 2-1, but if we win against the Commanders, we'll lead the division at 3-0. Having a 3-0 start is going to be excellent. That'll be an excellent start to the season. So, yeah, I think that is about it for this video. That is all there is for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other videos. We're at 251, and of course 9 away from 260 and 49 away from 300. Happy to have reached that 250 milestone. 11,000 views have been met. Oh my god. 11,000 views have been met. Alright, let's go on to 12,000 views. And of course, follow my socials and my Discord. All links below in the description. That is about it. This is your friend Nightings signing out. Have a great day, guys.